Trapped by rebels. This happened to me when I was working as a missionary in the Philippines, preaching in churches and teaching in Bible schools and Bible colleges. And in one place, I was asked to go up to a mountain village where they had a church. They also had a Bible college, and this particular village was set high in the mountains, right in the center of Mindanao, which is the island right in the south of the Philippines, where normally tourists don't go because it's actually very dangerous because there are a lot of rebels there. And especially in the mountains because that's where they hide. So I went along with them, and the previous evening, I was teaching in their Bible college, and so the people of the village they knew I was there, obviously, and I had to spend the night up there in the mountains because it was a very long trip. So I couldn't do that trip in just one day, and so whilst I was asleep, I was actually aware of nothing. It's only the next day that I was informed of what had happened during the night. Because of my presence there the previous evening in the Bible college, word had spread around that a foreigner was in the village, and so the rebels heard about it, and in the middle of the night they came down from their hideouts higher up in the mountains, and they encircled the whole village all around. So there was absolutely no way of going out of the village. It was completely blocked. It was like a trap. And the villagers, they saw this, and they were expecting what usually happens when the rebels encircle the village, is that they come in all directions, and they raid the village. Now, the villagers waited, expecting it to happen at any moment, but it didn't happen. Nothing happened. And the rebels were still all around the village, encircling it, completely encircled. The village was completely blocked. And they didn't move in, they just stayed there until morning, daybreak, and when it was sunrise, they went back up into the mountains. Now, the villagers didn't understand that. They didn't know what had happened. They'd never seen anything like that before. They didn't understand why the rebels went round the village without actually raiding it like they usually do when they encircle the village. But I knew what had happened. I had been protected during that night by the almighty power of God, by the Holy Spirit, possibly with a force field, a spiritual barrier, invisible, impenetrable wall, or angels warring angels all around, just blocking the access. And it was just wonderful to hear that testimony, because in that place, foreign people had been kidnapped, had been killed, others had been held for ransom. Um, it was an extremely dangerous place. So, really, I thank the Lord with all of my heart that He protected me like that in the middle of the night. And I didn't even know about it, but He was there watching over me, protecting me. And in the notes of this video, if you look where it says more information, I have Psalm 91, which is exactly the same thing as what happened to me. So if you read that, you will know how God protected me that night and protected me when I was trapped by rebels.